So I remember I was watching the show Friends, and there was a character called Phoebe Buffay who was horrified to learn that they destroy all Christmas trees that don't sell. Then it got me wondering about all the Christmas trees that don't sell. So within the next few minutes, I will talk to you, my peeps, why cutting innocent trees is not worth it just to have for the Christmas season. I know that Christmas is coming up, and most of you guys are already planning to get your real Christmas tree. However, you should consider a fake tree. Why? Due to the article by New York Times published in 2012. They state that nearly around 400 million trees now grow on Christmas tree farms. According to the National Christmas Tree Association, which represents growers and retailers of trees. About 30 million trees are harvested annually. That's a lot of trees for the Christmas season. So, what I'm asking for you guys is just to think about not getting real Christmas trees during the Christmas season and to get a fake tree. First, we are going to talk to you about why a real tree is the problem. Then we're going to say why a fake tree is the solution. So let's get to it. First, we're going to say why having a real tree is the problem for our environment. First of all, real trees need water. Since people keep buying real Christmas trees, people need to water them. However, as you may know, we are in a drought. In an article by LA Times published in 2014, they stated, accompanies drought-conscious move as Christmas tree growers struggle with the effects of the state's lack of rain. This year is the hottest on track for a record for California, with 55% of the state under exceptional drought conditions, and is the most intense level of the drought scale. When the trees that are not cut down for a drought, they only survive with the water they store in them. However, when you cut them down, you have to use your own water to make them survive for that moment. At the end, you're just wasting our water on a dying tree since it's going to die eventually when cut down. So why don't we just leave the trees alone from the start? Another reason is that with the lack of water, a real Christmas tree could cause a fire. In an article by Washington Post published in 2015, they covered a story of a fire that happened on Nepalese. There was a mansion that had a real Christmas tree for display. The Washington Post later stated that the fire was supposed to come down January 20th. But the night before it was to come down, it became a tender fueling, a powerful blaze that consumed Don and Sandra Pyle's home. The couple and their 4 grandchildren sadly passed away. Unfortunately, that family has passed away due to a real Christmas tree. The family wasn't the only one to suffer, but also the Christmas tree. You really think the Christmas tree wanted to die in a fire? No. It could have survived if it only remained in the roots. Now that we see the problem, let's talk about our friend, the fake tree. The fake tree, we are going to talk about why having a fake tree is a better solution. First of all, the fake tree is better for the environment. Despite being made out of plastic, by reusing the fake Christmas tree, it accounts less greenhouse gases compared to a real Christmas tree. In an article by MNN published in December 2012, they stated that, of course, you only need to pick up a fake tree once. And for each year you keep it, the greenhouse gases emissions impact decreases. Another reason why it's better is because fake trees are cheaper. By reusing and even donating the Christmas tree, you basically only need to pay for it once, since you get a fake tree and you could use it for years and years to come. In an article by Metro West Daily, published also in December 2012, they stated that a fig tree is more convenient and generally less expensive. For each year you keep it, you get to reuse and reset. But it also depends on the tree quality and the number of years it's used. If you decide to upgrade it 10 years before, try to donate it so it could be used for the maximum years as possible. Third of all, fake trees need little to no cleanup at all. According to Red Beacon, published in November 2010, they said that fake trees require virtually no cleanup. Since fake trees don't drop pine needles and spill waters, you don't have to go through the hassle of cleaning it up and everything. Finally, fake trees are safer for pets. Any pet owner knows the struggle of having a real Christmas tree and their pets. With the real Christmas tree, pets can knock down pine needles and even ingest them, making them really sick and may even die. Now that we just went over why having our friend a fake tree is better. We talked about why the real tree is a problem and why the fake tree is better. Now going back to my story. I had researched how many trees are cut down each year and it made me sick. So from then on, I told my mom that we are no longer buying real Christmas trees, only fake trees. Now, all I'm asking is for you guys to consider what I'm saying. And you could still have a happy Christmas even with the fake tree. Remember, Christmas is in our hearts, not the tree. Thank you.